Welcome back, focused learners, to today's Explainer. We're stepping right behind the mixing desk to break down the absolute production magic of Miley Cyrus's global smash hit, Flowers. Look, we've all heard it on the radio, we've all belted out that chorus, but today, we're gonna look at the actual nuts and bolts sonic architecture that turned this track into an absolute juggernaut. Okay, let's dive into this, because literally everything starts with the song's foundational narrative. Flowers acts as this brilliant response track. It takes Bruno Mars's 2012 hit When I Was Your Man, where he's singing I Should Have Bought You Flowers, and just completely flips that regret into a modern, ultimate declaration of self-reliance. I can buy myself flowers. It's an incredibly clever, lyrical inversion. It immediately hooked listeners by totally subverting our expectations and shifting the whole vibe from heartbreak to sheer empowerment. So here's our agenda for the Explainer. Think of this as our visual mixing board. We're going to solo some specific layers of the track step by step. We'll start with the anatomy of a hit, then we're building the disco groove, looking at the magic of drum gating, crafting vintage 70s strings, exploring some audio tricks called the slingshot and mirror, and finally diving into the sound of self-love. Let's get to it. All right, Section 1, Anatomy of a Hit, Beyond the Gossip. Now, when this dropped, the internet went absolutely wild, dissecting the lyrics for clues about Liam Hemsworth and the Malibu Fires. But while that adds emotional weight, the real secret to its massive success isn't the gossip at all. It's the brilliant sonic architecture. There's actually been a lot of chatter, and even a copyright lawsuit, claiming Flowers lifted from that Bruno Mars track. But when you put them side by side, it's so clear that Flowers is a total musical reinvention. Definitely not a ripoff. Sure, they both use an A minor chord to set the mood, but structurally, they're on completely different planets. Flowers gives us this driving, 118 beats per minute disco pop groove, with a super simple looping A minor, D minor, G, C progression. Meanwhile, When I Was Your Man is a 73 beats per minute complex piano ballad. They literally occupy entirely different sonic spaces. Moving on to Section 2, building the disco groove, the foundation. Imagine we're sitting right at the producer's desk right now, pulling up those raw percussion stems. The rhythm section really is the heartbeat of this track. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the insane attention to detail in the drum layering. To get that vintage disco feel, producers Kid Harpoon and Tyler Johnson use these really muted, kind of dead-sounding 70s kick and hi-hat samples. But to keep it fresh, they layered in these hip-hop style claps that give it a beautiful white noise fizz and modern stereo width. And here is the absolute producer secret: tuning. They didn't just slap a clap on there, they actually tuned those specific clap samples to an E note. Since the song is an A